All right, so for today, Sunday, January 8th, 2023, we're going to be looking at this S&P 500 index. We're going to be going over a few pieces of technical analysis, so hopefully you can gain something for your toolbox from this. And, whether we make money or whether we lose money, we always have the right to get a little bit smarter and a little bit better. So hopefully this is part of the process. So we got three trends going on right now. We got the near term trend, which I define by this moving average right here, this 8-day exponential moving average. And so your near term trend is anything from, your day trade to 3 weeks, right? So whenever this starts to tick up, you start to have a near term uptrend. And then that in conjunction with this trend line. So we made a low here in October, and then we just kind of made another low right here in December, and we're starting to come off of that. So over the last 3 months or so, we've also been in an uptrend. So for the near term, I'm bullish, and for the intermediate term, I'm bullish. But we're still dealing with this really, really significant downtrend line right here, this yellow downtrend line. So this line has been touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 times, right? So that makes it a very, very valid trend line. And it's also been in existence for over 12 months. So this makes it very, very valid and something not to be overlooked. So even though near term I'm bullish, intermediate term I'm bullish, long term I'm not so sure. Those are kind of, my perspectives on, the near future and the long term outlook. So for this week, for conversation's sake, we should be a little bit bullish. We should be looking to enter trades from the long side. So look at those good stocks that have been pretty oversold lately, like the Amazons, the Apples of the world. You want to take a look at the Microsofts, because these are big components of what makes up the market. So typically, for the market to move, these pieces have to move. So I like to look, from a top-down approach, which means I look at the market and then I look at, individual sectors or individual stocks. So that's kind of the game plan for the week ahead. And then, for the next 2 weeks or so, we really want to see a break out of this downtrend line. And then that also comes at a significant piece of resistance here. And what's that price level I got here? So we're looking at about 4,100, right? So we want to see a break above 4,100 to really feel confident that maybe the long-term downtrend is at least broken and maybe starting to go sideways for a little bit. I know oftentimes we hear bull market or bear market, but there is such a thing as a sideways market. So I think that that's something that people aren't really considering right now, but that's definitely a distinct possibility. The market has uptrends, it has downtrends, and it has sideways trends. And you can have a number of these trends happening at the same time when you talk about a near term, short term, intermediate term, long term. So we got a lot of different things going on here, and it's definitely, not a roaring bull market. So, you want to just be considerate and thoughtful about, the moves that you make this week. My long-term portfolio is not all the way exposed right now because I really want to see a nice break on the next monthly candle. But for, the near-term future, I am bullish and looking forward to the week ahead.